This is a Mossberg 500, and this is like the perfect shotgun. It's extremely functional, extremely rugged, and just looks beautiful. This is gonna make an amazing family heirloom for me to hand down to my kids or my kids' kids. This, however, is a Maverick 88. And while still an excellent shotgun, generally known by the internet to be the best budget shotgun, it certainly made my best budget shotguns under $200 list. So if you haven't seen it, check out that video. But it is a lot less functional and it just feels really cheap. And I would also like this to be a family heirloom. So today we're gonna upgrade the functionality, we're gonna upgrade the aesthetics, and more importantly, to make it an heirloom, we are gonna upgrade the intrinsic value, make this thing a little more valuable. And we're gonna do all that really with just one simple upgrade. I'm Dan, this is Guns and Guitars. Let's get started. All right, so here are the two shotguns, and in order to make this shotgun more like this shotgun, we are going to upgrade the furniture. We got some beautiful Woox furniture. This is the Woox Gladiatore, which sounds very Italian, but we're in America, so we're gonna call it the Woox Gladiator, which is a very fitting name for a home defense shotgun. In fact, real quick, you can see the difference. This is the field security combo, so it comes with a longer field barrel for hunting and a shorter home defense barrel, but it's only got a 5+1 capacity versus this one has a extended mag tube for 7+1 capacity and a 20-inch improved cylinder bore, and that makes this ideal for like home and farm defense, essentially. Really great for close quarters, and you can also use it for hunting. But unlike the Mossberg 500, the Maverick 88 is not drilled and tapped for adding optics, and obviously it doesn't have this beautiful and very ergonomic wood furniture. Instead, it has this nasty plastic cheap stuff that just feels like garbage. Now, the gun itself is not garbage. It's a very good gun, but it feels like garbage in your hands. And so that's gonna be kind of the biggest upgrade, is that the ergonomics on this Woox furniture is just outstanding. And of course, made from American walnut, so looks even more beautiful than the birch that Mossberg uses on the 500. Now, along with the ergonomics comes functionality. We got some M-Lock up here so that we can actually add a weapon light or laser sight or something, as well as we have a quick detach sling attachment as well. Those are options that you don't get on this. It's just very basic, bare bones. It does one job. It does one job really well. But we're gonna, like I said, add some functionality, add some ergonomics, and add some value. Now, the reason why I have the Mossberg 500 out here on the table to show you is that upgrading the furniture on the Maverick 88, unfortunately, isn't as cut and dry as upgrading the furniture on a Mossberg 500. And while I'm not gonna show you each individual step for installing the furniture because I don't want this video to be demonetized, I will link a video where you can see the full disassembly and reassembly of the Maverick 88 if you want to do this yourself. But I do want to point out just a quick difference in the forend. Now, underneath the birch forend of the Mossberg 500, you have a slide action tube that looks like this. This is an extra one that I bought off of eBay because I'm actually going to need that to upgrade this, because underneath this one is nothing. You see this pin right here? It just has these rails pinned directly to the plastic. And so in order to upgrade the forend, I actually have to add a Mossberg 500 slide action tube. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And so I just wanted to show you that installing the handguard onto a Mossberg 500 is really just as simple as unscrewing this, which Woox gives you an included tool to do. You slide this on and then put the nut back on, again, using the included tool that Woox gives you. And it really is that simple. And so you don't even need to remove the slide action bars from the magazine tube. You just remove the barrel and you take off the old handguard, slide the new one on, done. Same thing with the buttstock. There's just basically a single screw that once you undo the recoil cushion that you can access, and then it's just as simple as just swapping it out. So you don't have to disassemble the whole firearm. Unfortunately, with the Maverick 88, we're gonna have to disassemble essentially the whole firearm, which is why I'm not gonna show that again in this video because one, it's boring, and two, this video will probably get demonetized because no matter how much I tell YouTube that I do this stuff for cleaning and maintenance purposes and then reassemble with new parts, they still demonetize my content. So So I'm not going to show you. Again, there's a link in the description to a video where you can watch the complete disassembly and reassembly, and that will give that YouTuber some watch time as well. So following that video tutorial, I think I had this furniture on in like less than 6 minutes, and that included cleaning and lubricating all of the friction points. And my goodness, having the Mossberg 500 action forend there, it really makes a big difference in making this thing feel a lot higher quality than this cheap plastic. I do want to point out real quick a couple of things. One, something that Woox always does on their chassis is they make it completely customizable for the length of pull. So you could really extend this way out here. The configuration that I have is just the factory configuration. I just have one spacer in there, and that makes it just a tiny bit shorter than the factory stock. I don't know if there's a way that I can line this up so you can kind of see on camera, but it does shorten it about 1/4 of an inch in this current configuration, which is a good thing because if you notice, the grip angle is a lot more steep here than it is on the original factory buttstock, which means that once you get that up into your shoulder, it's a much more comfortable grip, especially for a shorter configuration. This is obviously a home defense security configuration, so overall length is a big consideration. I may even take this spacer out, but I'm gonna take it out and shoot it first. Speaking of that, this is normally the part of the video where I would take it out and shoot it and test it and make sure everything's good to go on it, but my county is currently in a fire ban. I live in Arizona, and we don't get a lot of rain during the summer, and it gets real dry, and so I actually can't do any outdoor target shooting right now. So instead, I'm just gonna leave you with some really nice B-roll footage of this setup, because I think most of the people watching this video are really just interested in what a Woox Gladiator setup looks like on a Maverick 88 Security. I haven't seen anybody on YouTube do it on a Maverick 88 Security yet, so enjoy this montage. I'm Dan, this is Guns and Guitars, and I'll see you in the next video.